Bob here. Welcome to Hamstring Exercises for Seniors. Your hamstrings are on the back of your legs between your hips and your knees. So you have hamstrings in here. Not only do you have hamstrings there, but you have some membranes and some tendons. And that family works together so that you can walk, run, jump, bend over, pick something up off the floor, get down, and get back up. Rotate or turn using your legs. Like, is it important to have strong hamstrings? Oh, yes. And these exercises are going to help you. Whenever you bend your legs at the knee, or keep your legs really straight with your hips forward and your torso up, you are using those hamstrings. So let's begin with exercise number 1 called the sit to stand. And we're going to use our very best spinal posture. So make sure your chair is sturdy. It doesn't move. Stand with your knees very close to the back of the chair, legs shoulder width apart. Really plant those feet in the ground for support. Spread the toes. Feel your heels. Push your hips forward a little bit. Shoulders are back and down and relaxed, and your head is in neutral and your chin is on the ledge. Okay? And then you're going to slowly reach for the chair. Where's the seat? Right there. Notice my back is still straight. I'm not bent over with my hips high in the air. No, I just lower my hips down, reach for the chair, keep my back straight, and sit down. And I sit up straight, pushing my hips forward. Remember, legs are bent. Spine is in the proper position, nice and tall, hips forward. You're working your hamstrings. Holding onto the chair again, the seat of the chair, just lean forward a little bit. Get your feet grounded and push off and come up with your back straight. I'm always looking straight ahead. And I stand up, I push my hips forward. So my legs are not quite locked at the knee, but they're very stiff. I want my legs to be nice and straight. My back should be straight. My arms are at my side. And then I lower my hips, push my hips back a little bit, but lower them. Feel for the chair. Keep my head in neutral. My back's on an angle like that. And sit up straight. When I'm ready, lean forward a little bit. Hold on to the chair. Push off. Slowly come up. And really get those legs nice and straight. Get those hamstrings to do what they're meant to do. Keep you nice and tall and straight. Okay, now I'm going to bend my legs. Lower my hips. Hamstrings are connected to your hips and your knees. Sit up straight and then lean forward a little bit. Hold on to the chair if you have to. Stand up slowly. The sit to stand. You can do that exercise anywhere, anytime, but make sure you pay attention to a nice, tall, straight posture and a nice bent leg posture. But your hips are still forward and your back's nice and tall and straight, even if you're seated. Do it often. Exercise number 2 is called one straight leg and one bent leg. And I'm sitting on my nice sturdy chair on the edge, freeing up my hamstrings. Remember, the hamstring family is between your hips and your knees, the back of your legs, upper part. So if I sit back in my chair and my hamstrings are resting on the seat, I won't be able to do this. I have to be at the edge of the chair, and don't fall off. Make sure the chair is sturdy, sitting up nice and tall. But one leg is straight, so I take my heel and put it down and point my toe to my nose. When I do that, it's called a foot flexion, and you can feel it in the back of your lower leg, but also your hamstrings are engaged when you point your toe to your nose with your heel down. That leg is really straight. This leg is bent. It's at 90 degrees, which means, sorry, the knee is over the ankle. I need to drink more water. Anyway, the knee is over the ankle. My foot is flat and the leg is bent. Sitting up straight, straight leg, foot flexed, heel on the floor, toe to nose. This side, leg is bent, 90 degrees at the joint here. Knee is over top of the ankle and foot is flat. Now I simply take my hands, my fingers, and walk down my straight leg, taking my upper body with me, and see how far I can go. Well, I can get right to my ankle. And when I get there, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I slowly walk with my fingertips back up my straight leg. Pretty easy, eh? Let's try the other side. So bend this leg, knee over top of the ankle. This one is straight. Keep it as straight as you can get it. Okay? Really lock that knee so it's nice and tight. Your heel is down, your toe is pointing up and toward your nose. So really, really flex the foot. Sit up tall, get your fingers, let your fingers walk down your straight leg, take your upper body with you. And how far down can you go with your fingers? Oh, I can get it onto the foot. I can even go up to my toe. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then walk yourself with your fingertips on your leg all the way back up to your hip. Are you ready to try one more time on the other side? This leg is bent, knee over top of the ankle, foot flat. This leg is straight, heel down, toe up to nose. So really flex the foot. Lock the joint there, nice and stiff at the knee. Really, really work it, okay? And then take your fingers and walk down your leg. See how far down you can go. Can you go on the foot and all the way up to your toe? Hold it there. Keep the leg straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and walk back up your leg with your fingertips. Only one more side to go. Everything in place? Yep. Walk down. Whenever you can't go any further, you stop. But I can go all the way to my toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and walk back. Now, I don't know what the experts call that, but I call it the one leg straight, one leg bent. Do that as many times as you want on both legs. whenever you want, and your hamstrings will love you for it. The third exercise is called the side lunge. Well, at least that's what I call it. So I'm standing up nice and tall, best posture possible. I take one of my legs, how about this one, and I lift it off the ground and place it over there with a nice giant step. Now to do that, I have to shift my weight onto this leg so I can lift this other foot off the ground nice and high and nice and far. So I'm like this, legs apart. Let's keep that leg straight and let's bend this one. Okay? Then I'm going to push my bum or my hips back, lower my body down, and put my fingertips on the floor. 5, right? Slowly straighten my back, push my hips forward, and shift my weights back to this one and lift my leg and put it down. Ooh, that part's not too good. That return part, I should try that again. So I'm standing in my best posture possible. I know I have to take this leg and put it way over there in the side lunge. So I have to shift my weight and I've got nothing to hold on to. So maybe you only can lift your leg a little bit and take a little step. But I'm determined I'm going to get my leg high and step it over here. Good. Now I'm going to keep this one straight and bend this one. And then I'm going to push my hips back and look down and get my fingers on the deck and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up come my arms as my hips come forward. And then I'm going to go over here. So I could straighten both legs again, or I can just push off. But that giant knee goes up and comes down. Just one more time on that side. I'm getting good at this. Best posture standing possible for me. Shift my weight, lift my foot, giant step. Legs are straight, but I want this one to bend and this one remains straight. My feet are flat on the deck. So I bend this one. Then I push my hips back, look down, and lower my body until I can touch the deck and go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly straighten up. Hips come forward, back is nice and straight, legs are straight, and then push off, and down I go. I'm just going to show it to you one more time, but we'll do it this way. The same on that side. So when I'm ready, posture first, okay? By the way, remember, whenever you stand tall, upper body and lower body, with your hips forward and your chest up, you're working those hamstrings. This could be your exercise, just standing up nice and tall. But anyway, I'm going to shift my weight to this leg, lift this one off the ground, and take a giant step. You ready? So this one's going to bend, and this one here is going to stay straight. So I bend, and then I push my hips back as I look down and take my upper body down with my fingers touching the deck. When I get there, I go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly bring my upper body back to the right position with my hips forward. And then when I'm ready, I go this way. And that's it. It's a side lunge. Great for the hamstrings. Do it often. The last exercise is the tennis ball massage. If you don't have a tennis ball, go get one. I mean, every thrift store has these, and they're worth about a nickel. The dollar store has them. Get a tennis ball, okay? Now, I want you to sit back in your chair so that your hamstrings are touching the seat. I want you to take the tennis ball and put it underneath your upper leg, anywhere between your knee and your hip. So you just choose the spot. I'll put it right in the middle this time. And then you can lower that leg so that there's pressure on the ball and it's pushing on your hamstrings. Then take one hand flat on top of the spot where the ball is and the other one on top of that and push down. Okay? And then make circle with your hand on your leg, and your leg should go around in a circle a little bit so that the tennis ball is massaging your hamstring in that particular spot that you chose. You can go either way with your circle. You can go sideways, and you can go forward and back. I like circles. Okay? And you breathe comfortably, sitting up straight and pushing down. Good. Then lift it up and maybe move it up to a different spot, anywhere between the back of your knee and your bum. So I'm going to come a little bit forward, put my leg down, one hand on top of the other hand, right over top of the tennis ball, and make circles on top. So I'm kind of massaging my quads, which are on the top part of my leg between my knee and my hip, with my flat hand there. And I'm letting the tennis ball, as I go around in a circle, massage my hamstring on the back of my leg. Yes. And then maybe I'll do it one more time, a little closer to my bum. Oh my. Lower the leg, make sure the leg's bent, and come over top of the ball and go around in a circle. Move your hips a little bit. Who says we have to pay a masseuse to massage our hamstrings that are tight? Why are people's hamstrings usually tight? Most people? Well, because we're always sitting down. You need to do more walking and best posture walking too. Anyway, you can do that as long as you like. Your hamstrings will love you for it. You can do it before you do the strength exercises that we did prior to this, or you can do it after, anytime, any place. Just carry that tennis ball with you. Oh, by the way, don't forget you have two legs. Do the other leg too. And if you ever feel any knots in your muscles or tendons or connective tissue back here, it's time for the tennis ball massage, right?